Listening to English conversations is one of the best ways to improve our language skills. Every time we hear real-life dialogues, we pick up new vocabulary and get a better sense of how the language is used naturally in everyday situations. In today's episode, we talk about how money and mindset are deeply connected, how your thoughts and habits shape your financial life. Leo and Maya share real stories, lessons, and tips to help you build a better relationship with money. Let's start.
Hey Maya, glad you could make it. You ordered yet?
Hey, Leo. Nope, I was waiting for you. I figured we'd grab something and chill. How's your week been?
Busy as usual. Work, errands, trying to budget better, adult stuff. Actually, that's something I wanted to talk about, money and how we think about it.
Ooh, that's a big one. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, too. Especially with everything getting more expensive, I've been questioning how I manage my finances and my attitude toward it.
Same. I feel like mindset plays a huge role. Like, growing up, I always saw money as something stressful. It was about saving, never spending unless it was absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I totally get that. In my house, money was always tight, so I grew up with this fear of not having enough, and that shaped the way I handle it now. I second-guess even small purchases.
Exactly. But I've also seen people treat money with such confidence. Like they invest, take calculated risks, and somehow they seem to grow their wealth over time.
That's the difference in mindset, right? It's not just about how much you earn, but how you think about money. If you believe it's a tool, you use it to build. If you believe it's a threat, you only protect it.
Wow, that's deep. I like that. Money as a tool, not a threat. I've been reading some stuff about financial psychology. They say your money habits are often emotional, not logical.
That makes so much sense. Like retail therapy, buying stuff when we're stressed, that's emotional spending. Or saving obsessively out of fear. It's not always about numbers, but how safe or in control we feel.
Exactly. And I think changing your financial mindset can open the door to smarter decisions. Not just saving and budgeting, but planning for the future, investing, and actually feeling more empowered.
Totally agree. I think mindset is the first step. Once you shift how you see money, everything else starts to change.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes I feel guilty just spending on myself, even if it's something useful, like a course or even a gym membership.
Yeah, I've been there. It's like we feel we don't deserve to invest in ourselves unless it's for work or something productive. But mindset-wise, isn't personal growth also valuable?
Definitely. But that guilt comes from how we were raised or what we've seen around us. Like in some cultures, saving every penny is a sign of being responsible. In others, spending is seen as enjoying life.
That's true. I remember visiting a friend in Spain. Their family spent generously on food, experiences, and hosting people. It wasn't about showing off, it was part of their values.
Same here. When I visited Japan, I noticed how people prioritize balance, not just saving, but enjoying small things. It's such a healthy approach.
So maybe it's not just personal mindset, but cultural too. The way a society views money can influence how comfortable we feel using it.
Exactly. That's why I've been trying to unlearn some of the scarcity mindset I grew up with. It's okay to enjoy life now and plan for later.
Right, it's not one or the other. You can be responsible and live a little. Finding that balance is key.
And I think talking about it like this helps a lot. Most people avoid discussing money, but the more we share, the more we learn.
Absolutely. Honest conversations can change everything. So, speaking of balance, how do you actually manage your money now? Like, do you follow a budget or go with the flow?
I used to just go with the flow, which honestly meant overspending and then stressing at the end of the month. But now I use the 50-30-20 rule, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings or debt.
Ah, I've heard of that. Sounds like a smart system. I tried something similar, but I kept messing up the wants part. Too many spontaneous coffee runs.
Same. That's why I started tracking my spending. Not obsessively, just enough to be aware. When I saw how much went to random snacks and online shopping, it really made me rethink my habits.
Yeah, those little things add up fast.
I started using a money app, and just seeing the numbers was a wake-up call. I realized I wasn't broke, I was just careless.
Exactly. And when you become intentional, it doesn't mean you stop enjoying life. You just enjoy it smarter. Like, I still go out, but I plan for it.
Same here. And I stopped comparing myself to others. Social media used to make me feel behind, like everyone's traveling or buying things, and I'm stuck saving.
That comparison trap is dangerous. People rarely post about financial struggles or debt. They just show the highlights.
Totally. I've learned to focus on my goals, not someone else's timeline. I want to feel secure, not just look successful.
That's a strong mindset. I've started defining what rich means to me, not just money, but freedom, peace of mind, and being able to help my family.
Love that. I think that's the shift, from chasing more to chasing meaning. For me, wealth is being able to choose how I spend my time.
And that's something money can buy if you manage it right. It's not about having millions. It's about using what you have wisely.
Yep, the goal isn't just to make money, it's to make money work for you.
Exactly. And that starts with awareness and small steps. You know what's interesting? The way people think about money in different cultures is so different.
Definitely. When I lived in Japan, saving was almost a national value. People there are super cautious with spending and prioritize long-term stability.
That's so different from what I saw in the US. A lot of people live paycheck to paycheck, and there's more pressure to consume, to have the latest phone, the best car, the newest clothes.
Yeah, and in some places, like parts of Europe, there's more focus on work-life balance. People might earn less, but value time and experiences more than stuff.
Exactly. It really shows that mindset around money is shaped by more than personal habits. It's about culture, too.
True, I remember meeting someone from a small town in Italy. He told me that his family saves, but they also believe in enjoying life now. They'll spend on food, family gatherings, and holidays, even if they don't make a lot.
That's beautiful. In my culture, saving is respected, but there's also a strong sense of sharing. If someone's struggling, the whole family chips in.
That kind of support system is amazing. I think sometimes in more individualistic cultures, people feel alone with their financial stress.
Yeah, it just shows there's no one right way to do money. Different values, different priorities, and that's okay.
The key is figuring out what works for you and what kind of life you want to build.
Exactly. Money is just a tool. How we use it reflects what matters most to us.
So, Maya, if you had to give one piece of advice about money to your younger self, what would it be?
I'd probably say start small, but start early. I used to think I needed to make a lot of money before I could save or invest, but even small amounts done consistently make a big difference over time.
That's great advice. I think I'd tell myself not to tie my self-worth to how much money I have. There were times when I felt behind just because others were earning more or buying nicer things.
Ugh, I've been there. Social media doesn't help either. It always shows the highlights, vacations, new houses, luxury lifestyles. But you don't see the debts, stress, or sacrifices behind the scenes.
Exactly. It's taken me years to realize that financial peace is way more valuable than flashy stuff. Like being debt-free, having a little emergency fund, that brings real freedom.
Totally. And freedom is such a powerful word when it comes to money. It's not just about getting rich. It's about having choices. Can you leave a job you hate? Can you help a loved one in need? That's real wealth.
Well said. And mindset plays such a huge role. If you believe you can't be good with money, you probably won't be. But if you see it as a skill, like cooking or driving, you can learn it.
Absolutely. I used to be scared of budgets. Now I see them as empowering. It's like telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
Haha, I love that. And it's also about balance. Like, enjoy your money too. Don't just save endlessly and miss out on living.
Exactly. I treat myself now and then, guilt-free, because I plan for it. That's the beauty of intentional spending.
This has been such a good talk. Honestly, money conversations should happen more often. They're not just about numbers, they're about life.
I agree, and I hope anyone listening takes away that it's okay to start where you are. Progress matters more than perfection.
100%. Here's to building healthy, happy relationships with money, one step at a time. Well, it was great catching up and talking about all this. I feel more motivated now.
Same here, Leo. Thanks for the chat. Let's keep pushing forward with a positive mindset.
Definitely. Take care, Maya. Talk soon.
You too, Leo. Have a great day.
And now, that's the end of this episode. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. See you next time.